in 1993, I started doing Taekwondo with the goal of getting my first degree black belt. And you've never heard the story, but this is pretty good. So my goal at the time was, I want to be a first degree black belt. So in true Craig Coppola fashion, I researched the types of martial arts that there were: Kung Fu, Karate, Taekwondo, the Gracie brothers were just coming out, so Jiu-Jitsu, and decided, well, it would be one of these couple. I wanted Taekwondo and I wanted Karate, and I said, perfect. The second thing I did is, I then went within a 3-mile radius of my house, because I needed to conquer the grind. I needed to find somebody who would coach me, teach me, that was close to my house, because I didn't want any commutes. Interviewed 3 or 4, I think 4 different dojos, and decided on Taekwondo as the sport that I was going to do next in my life. I started doing Taekwondo. It takes me 3 years. And during that 3 years, I did some classes, but the majority were private lessons, which I could afford, but I had to do it because my time was, nobody was doing Taekwondo lessons at 5 in the morning, which was the earliest that I could get my Taekwondo instructor to get up. And his name was David Karstedt. So David Karstedt...
You give me a year. What year is this?
1993 to 1996.
Okay.
2 years into owning our company. So during those 3 years of time, David got up. He was a father of 4, and he would get up 3 days a week. I paid him to get up and train me, and I got my black belt. And then at that point, the original goal was there, and of course, as any, if you're in search of excellence, you don't just simply say, I want a black belt. Now you say, I have to get my second degree, because there's lots of black belts out there. I want to get a second degree, which separates less than 10% of all people who start a martial art get a black belt, less than 2% get a second degree. So I go another 2 years. At this point, Mr. Karstedt is now fading. He won't get up at 5 in the morning anymore, and he turns me over to his son, John Karstedt. So now John, who's a superstar in his own right, but 20 years younger than me, is teaching me, and he's talented. So I go 2 years and I test and I get my second degree. And then I say, well, it's probably time to get out. I take a year off, and I thought, no, I gotta go one more. I gotta go one more in third degree. And to get your third degree, now you have to go 3 more years to get your third degree black belt. So I bring back John, I get him, now, these guys are now, I'm working on my 8th, 9th, and 10th years in Taekwondo.
And you're how old?
I'm in the early 40s at this point. Just getting my third degree.